A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Goff on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback, right to the receiver.
The receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Coop, he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Coop, and he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down carry for Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers.
They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you're thinking a 14-play drive, you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. Kareem
Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
For like consecutive, like that, because he's been hurt consecutive years also.
Now on second down, this is Gurley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tell you how you be fucking up on the run post.
What's that?
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's all you do. So it's like
Smith catches left side. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Yeah.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks.
But it's better than the loss.
Right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He is in the chat.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I ain't say nothing because I know I'm like 4 seconds behind.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
I take this back, man.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
My dad can't go back to it.
In the final seconds of the first half,
I thought one nigga
Rams are
be
going to jump back in front.
I don't know if he bought the game,
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half.
Look, I might let. Look, I might let.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because still a lot of time left on their clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
That time, a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Set now to kick this away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Oh, my kicker
They're
is
just going to run it here up the
X-Factor.
middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, he the X-Factor.
Final play of the half here. Winston.
Get that nigga, Sue. Get that nigga.
Winston lost the football. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Look, you see,
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on the 9.
On the shotgun, it's Winston.
Oh, come on, man. Give me that.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible.
Get him, Killmonger. Get him, Killmonger.
They bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Him and Mac both
From the
99.
gun, Winston. It's caught. Shepard.
Come on, man.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the
Him,
45.
Hopkins, Aaron
An
Donald.
excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
That's because I ain't.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jameis to throw it. That's complete left side to Shepard. The 20. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Right.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
Yeah, Miles Garrett make life real
more
uncomfortable.
yards there and another first down.
That nigga make life real uncomfortable.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Give me that,
and
bitch.
It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second down.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
I was in the end zone and they still gave this
instead
nigga
of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Go. 20. 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
After the interception, here's Gold. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got heck of a tight end candidate.
Man, you're missing them hoes.
Gurley again here on 1st down.
And
he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
He's so fast.
That one goes for 13 yards and it moves his sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
like I said,
there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, and that run there, that may get him
right now,
I'm just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Climbing out the season.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Hitting Woods for
sounds about right.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
I I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
And down goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Nigga, that's why they call him the fearmonger. That nigga be coming. What happened was when I played Kales, I fucked up and didn't, I wasn't moving that nigga all around.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Winston now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Let's go.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston.
Oh, shit.
Mike's got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before. He's brought down.
That shit on?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Intercepted, and that should
fucking
do
go,
it.
Mark.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Game winner, baby.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,
I did get 3.
held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now Winston and the Bucs down by 9, 23 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That last catch
he made
short
it
of the
up out of the
marker
guy.
by
Talking
just a
up right
yard
now.
leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Winston.
Got him.
Intercepted, and that should
Got him
do
again,
it.
Smoke.
Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, way too many.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Yes.